Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for 6 rounds in a welterweight contest. Your referee in charge, Paul McCullough, your timekeeper, Alex McKenzie. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, officially weighing in at 67.9 kilos, tonight making his 40th professional appearance inside the ring, wearing black, red, and yellow shorts. All the way from Colombia, please welcome Santiago Garces. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the red corner, officially weighing in at 68.5 kilos. He brings to the ring an undefeated 4-0 with 1 KO. Tonight wearing black and orange shorts from Bray, Wicklow, Ireland. Please welcome Matthew Tyndall.
And we are back on the broadcast for a 6-round fight here between Matthew Tyndall from Bray and Santiago Garces.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the 5th fight in 6 months now for Matthew Tyndall. I think 5 fights now in this venue. He's becoming part of the furniture. And I believe he's only lost 1 round in all those so far. You know, he's really been exceptional. He's been losing weight every fight, you know. I know that was the plan from speaking to our promoter, Jerry Bourne, you know.
And as you mentioned as well, speaking about Matthew, obviously his career kind of went a bit at a stalemate because of obviously the COVID lockdowns and stuff like that when he was coming out of the amateurs and was meant to turn pro previously before he actually ended up turning pro. So he seems to be catching back up now with what time was taken away from him with the lockdowns.
Yeah, you know, the fire has been reignited, and he's taken his time to come back. He's been as active as you could hope to be for a young prospect, you know. He's only 21 years old, as is his opponent.
I'm sure as well there's also like a lot of fighters out there that he has pipped them in the amateurs. Obviously you've got Callum Walsh, who's rumoured to come back here to fight in Ireland. He's beaten Callum in the amateur ranks as well, so he'd be looking, you know, his trajectory towards fights like that in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, he's definitely a very ambitious fighter as well, and you're going to see guys like that, you know. As you said, there's rumours of UFC backed Callum Walsh coming over and having a card in Ireland. You know, there'll be a lot of guys vying to be on that card. They'll be all insulting each other, calling each other out. And I'm sure Matthew has his own aspirations of being on cards like that and headlining them.
Absolutely.
But first he has to pass this South American test. He's in with, you know, Santiago Garces, who was unbeaten in his 7 fights, first 7 fights as a professional, and then he challenged for the IBO World Lightweight title in Italy, beaten then, and since then he's kind of gone on the road, but he's based in Southampton for the last kind of 12 months or so, you know, acting as the away fighter.
Lovely shot from Matthew there. Big shots from Matthew getting fired off there also. So just taking the centre of the ring.
Yeah, a bit of a feeling out kind of round, you know. Matthew probably hasn't seen much of his opponent. You know, this is the opponent's first trip to Ireland. He's had a couple of small hall fights in the UK. There's not a lot of footage out there. So, you know, use that jab and just get a feel for what the guy's all about. Cagey opening round, some nice single shots from Tyndall.
Round 2. As we head in here to the 2nd round of Schedule 6.
Matthew Tyndall again, you know, he would have won that 1st round, not a lot coming back, and he's showing that amateur pedigree. He's showing it in every fight, and you know, little things keep coming on. Little short uppercuts he's throwing, little sneaky hooks. things you don't typically see from 21-year-olds, you know, in their fifth fight.
Almost has a veteran style about him.
Yeah, it's amazing how seasoned some guys can be as amateurs, you know, when they've had that many fights. We'll see that again tonight with Paul Lunham, who'll be in the ring in a little while. Another exceptional amateur, just gel to the pro game. You know, Tyndall is doing something similar.
There's also like a learning process as well from speaking to Matthew previously. I think he's maybe trying to figure himself out as well what division suits him best, as well as obviously he's growing, he's getting older, and his body's changing with the diet and the strength and conditioning that all goes with being a pro.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, he's alluded to it himself a couple of times. He's still finding himself as a pro, but as we've said, he's coming down in weight each fight, and he'll find that comfort zone eventually. You know, it might be another 12 to 18 months of building Matthew, and then he'll be in some very tasty fights. And he has a good support from the crowd from Bray generally.
And even from speaking to him, he's such a humble person as well, you know what I mean? He's such a talent, but also you wouldn't believe it by speaking to him. He has the skills to back it up.
Yeah, very true. And I see Jimmy Halpin there in his corner, an exceptional boxing coach, you know. Has trained multiple Olympians.
Just trying to cut off the ring here, Matthew, trying to, I suppose, kind of chase Santiago down a small bit.
Yeah, the opponent has been on the back foot, just constantly moving, and you know, Matthew's going to have to cut off the ring and pin him down slightly and look for a little opening.
Just see like a big level of composure from Matthew. He's throwing his shots, and if they're not finding his home, he's not getting discouraged. He's just staying to his work.
Yeah, you know, he has to keep his head, and it's part of this learning curve he's been on. And he's trying, that's a couple of nice right hands he's been looking for. Lovely left hook there from Tyndall. No, but Garces isn't giving a lot away.
Round 3.
As we head in here to the third round now. Matthew Tyndall taking the centre of the ring again like he has in the previous two.
Yeah, nice control boxing from Matthew Tyndall so far. Nice body shot there. I suppose just an update in our previous fight, our promoter Jay Burnish has let us know that Fabricio Rubino is fine. He's been checked over by the medics after that heavy knockout that we saw from Shane McCollum.
Lovely head movement from Matthew Tyndall there.
Garces has spent the majority of this fight now on the back foot, just looking to avoid any sort of interaction.
I think every now and again he's kind of circling into Matthew's shots. So that down to the body, up to the head is working every time for Matthew.
Yeah, and he's really drilling in. I think he just needs to sink them body shots in a little bit more.
As he backs up Garces onto the ropes there with some shots. I suppose it's very important for Matthew to have his wits about him as well when he's going into those exchanges, because I think Garces looks like he's comfortable on the back foot and kind of waiting for Matthew to come in.
Yeah, he's looking quite loose and just, you know, ready to let his own shots go. And, you know, we're not too aware of whether he can punch or not. I don't want Matthew Tyndall to be the one to find out.
Absolutely. But Matthew's boxing way, he's not having it all his own way.
No, he's not, and Garces is letting him know.
Uppercut there from Matthew. Garces seems to be leaving his head quite high as he's coming out of those exchanges when he's circling to his left.
Yeah, he's quite loose, and I think he's maybe a little bit too loose in there. I think Matthew Tyndall may need to earn his respect. I think he has to a degree. It's probably a little bit of just complacency from Garces.
We're into round 4 of a schedule 6 here.
You know, Tyndall may, just want to get those 6 rounds in. He's quite comfortable in there. As we've said, he's been very active, and there's nothing wrong with banking those rounds, especially at his young age.
Garces is offering some shots back there now on the inside.
Yeah, and this is it, at some point Garces may choose to put his foot down. As we see, South Americans are typically proud, rugged kind of guys. You see he has his country's colours on his shorts. We've seen some nice single shots from Garces, but Tyndall always has the answer.
He's just asking a few questions of Matthew here now to see what he offers back.
Yeah, Tyndall first, move the head a little bit more here and get the feet going a little bit.
Matthew switching up the angles as he exits those exchanges as well. Footwork is great. Another stiff jab there from Matthew, and one fired back from Garces.
Yeah, we're getting a couple more exchanges now this round. A little bit of back and forth. Tyndall letting Garces know he's the boss.
And there's support from Bray, very vocal with every exchange that's landed by Matthew.
Yeah, and I suppose that's probably why he's so active. He brings a good crowd, and he can fight. He's shown his amateur ability and has transported into his professional career.
He's starting to sit down some of those shots now.
Yeah, Tyndall shows patience, and now, like you've said, he's putting a little bit more behind those shots. Throws some little crafty shots, that'll just flick the head of the opponent up.
And backed up then, but also a lot of it composure from Matthew also.
Pushing Garces back now.
Round 5.
As we head into round 5 here of a schedule of 6. Matthew Tyndall back out.
You're running, how's it going?
Taking a centre of the ring again.
A little bit of urgency here now from Tyndall.
Yeah, it seems like maybe he thinks if he puts the foot in the gas here, let's see what Garces offers back.
Yeah, I think it's evident who the superior boxer is. So, you know, give it a little go. Don't rush it in. Don't get ahead of yourself. But maybe just test the water slightly. Some nice shots.
I think Garces needs to keep his hands up on the exit there as he's up against the ropes, because he has been caught a few times now tonight.
He's a tough guy for in a way for, you know, and he's confident in himself. You can see it in his eyes. You know, as we saw in our last fight, it takes one shot to turn the lights off, so you have to be turned on at all times.
Absolutely. Lovely work to the body there from Tyndall.
Nice short uppercut there from Tyndall.
The work has been good. As Tyndall fires off those shots, he takes that little step back, doesn't admire his work, gets straight back into it, but he's not smothering himself either.
No, and I think that suits Garces, who's trying to just stay on the outside a little bit and, you know, maybe work as little as possible. We're seeing the occasional shot, but he's taking a bit of a break. Now, these are the tests you need at Tyndall stage, you know. Guys who aren't trying to engage, he almost has to make them engage, you know. Those body shots will do just that.
Yeah, Matthew has set a pace for himself since the first bell, and he's stuck to it. Doesn't look like he's wilting or the fitness is diminishing at all.
Second bout, sixth and final round.
As we head in here to the final round of the Schedule 6, Matthew Tyndall versus Santiago Garces.
Yeah, let's see what Garces has now. Is he going to come out and give us, you know, a little bit of, well, a little more effort?
Looks like he's up the pace a tiny bit here at the start. He's got a bit of a swagger about him for the start of the round.
Yeah, he's looked confident throughout, although he hasn't offered a lot in some patches, you know. It's clear he can box, though.
Now for one of the first times in the bout, Santiago's obviously taking the centre of the ring, and Matthew's on the outside.
Yeah, let's see how Matthew handles this, you know, a different test. By going on the front foot, it appears.
Now it appears we're back to the same dynamic as the previous 5 rounds. Tyndall just getting back to his work. Santiago getting busy on the inside.
Yeah, he's letting the hands go certainly a lot more than he has in some of the previous rounds. I think it might be too little too late, but you know, you can never tell. Tyndall deciding to match the level of activity.
Yeah. Matthew's just pushing the pace there now.
Yeah, I think Matthew will be stepping up the levels over the next couple of months, and these are exactly the learning fights he needs. Like I said, he's won almost every round of his professional career, and the challenges need to come a little bit faster and harder. And I feel like he's going to pass them.
And it looks like that trend is going to continue here tonight also.
It does. Beautiful right hand from Matthew. Garces keeps coming now. He fancies it in there tonight.
Yeah, he's just asking a few questions of Matt here, trying to get in the inside, and he's firing off some shots. A little bit of a rough and tumble.
Yeah, this is where, you know, Matthew just needs to let him know anything you can do, I can match you with it.
Lovely little short uppercut there from Matthew.
And a nice left hook. Garces keeps coming forward. We're into the last 10 seconds. Another good win by young Matthew Tyndall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we go to Paul McCullough's scorecards. Paul scores about 60 points to 54. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, he now moves to 5-0 in his professional career, Matthew Tyndall.